Morning, y'all. Rick Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punctuality Garage, and Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing? Today is it's Tuesday, January 2nd, 2024, year of our Lord. This is In My Life, the 365 Project, season number 2, show number 2. I'm going to keep track of the shows so we can, make reference to them if we need to. In today's episode, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1973. So in 1973, I was in the East Texas Chest Hospital for 3 or 4 months. So the East Texas, I'm a lifelong asthmatic. I got chronic asthma. I was born with it. My lungs never developed properly, and I've always been an asthmatic with severe asthma. When I was 16 in 72 or 73, later 72, early 73, my doctor sent me to the East Texas Chest Hospital in Tyler, Texas. Well, that's a hospital for people with emphysema. Now they call it COPD. But it was old people, my age now, old people that couldn't breathe, and the hospital, you live there, and your existence in the hospital evolved around doctor's appointments and breathing treatments. So I was the youngest guy there, and I was actually there twice. I was there when I was 16, and then I went back when I was like 19. What I remember is your world was that hospital, and there were people there that had been there for years. A lot of them from smoking. A lot of them, I don't know. It was a culture shock for a 16-year-old kid to be there. You got up in the morning, they served breakfast from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then they served lunch from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then they served supper from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And if you were able to go downstairs and eat, you did. If you weren't, they brought it to you. And everything in between was therapy, treatments, doctor's visits. It was all right there. But what I remember, and what reminded me of this yesterday, was I saw a commercial with some people eating graham crackers, and it reminded me that at 9 o'clock every night, the nurse would walk down the hallway, and if your light was still on and you were still awake, she offered you graham crackers and sweet milk. And sweet milk, the legend was that the nurse took the milk and added her special recipe of sugar in it. So that was like a big treat every night just before bedtime, was to get graham crackers and sweet milk. What made me think of that was a commercial. But that was a part of my life. Why don't we check that truck? Let's do it. Check that truck, you big... Woo! Hey, look at that. This boy loves plaid. Yes, I do. I really do. So this is a blue plaid with kind of some tannish colors in there. Now the logo is embroidered on there. Converse, Chuck Taylor All-Star. – Look how small that Chuck Taylor is. Yeah, that's perfect. white toe, 2 dark blue racing stripes, 2 vent hose, blue shoestrings, 1 eye down, double knotted for safety. These are, say it with me y'all, these are some handsome chucks. Yeah, I like these chucks. These are feel-good chucks for a Tuesday. So, you know, the world goes back to work today. It's Tuesday, January the 2nd. The world is going back to work. Dad joke. So my wife told me the other day that she was leaving me. And I said, "You're leaving me? Is it because I'm a know-it-all?" She said, "Yes." I said, "I knew it." Slang, hill of beans. That boy will never amount to a hill of beans. Remember that? Hill of beans meant not much. That boy is not a hill of beans over there. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. You know, sometimes you get tired of your situation. But remember, you have the power to change it. If you don't like your situation, change it. You have the power. You can do it. Nobody else can do it. You can do it. But you can't do it from the couch. So you got to get started. You got to get started. And it's a slow process. And even if you're old like me, you can still do it. But you got to try. You have to want to do it. Okay? We had the 15th annual chili cook-off yesterday. It was won by local chili legend Frances Cherry. She's won it 2 years in a row. Her chili was hot. I told Biggin, getting at the end of the day, I said, "Go over there and get me a bowl of Frances chili." And she did. And I took a couple of bites and I thought, this is hot. Then I took about a couple of more bites and I thought, this is like burning hot. Then I finished the bowl of chili. It was good. It was good. We buy bikes, we sell bikes. StrokersDallas.com, you can see my bikes for sale. If you would like to buy a bike from us, we would appreciate it. Just go to StrokersDallas.com, click on bikes for sale. We have a lot of them. If you have a motorcycle you would like us to customize, that's what we do. And I think we are very good at what we do. If you don't believe me, you can Google Rick Fairless and hit images and you'll see hundreds of pictures of bikes that we have built. We also customize. We don't just build them. We customize Harleys, Indians, what you got. If you have an idea of what you want, that's awesome. I can add to it. If you don't have an idea of what you want, you just want something unique, I can take it from there. Not everything I do is psychedelic and tie-dye. I've got other ideas too. Shoot me an email, rick@strokersdallas.com. I'd love to work with you. Check out my merchandise shop, Strokers Dallas Merch, MERCH.com. Would love to sell you a hoodie or tie-dye tumbler or whatever they call them. I love mine. Okay, I'm going to leave you with this. You know, in 1922, Albert Einstein was in Japan and he didn't have the money to tip the wait staff. So he signed his name to a piece of paper and he told them, "Keep this. This is my signature. It will be worth something someday." That was 1922. In 2017, they sold it for $1.56 million. And that, boys and girls, is the rest of the story. All right, I got to get out of here and go to work or I ain't going to amount to a hill of beans. See you tomorrow. Love you. Bye.